What's going on? What's going on? It's the the Tamale Mafia podcast, the place where everything and nothing collide. I'm your host, Aaron De Leon, sitting here with my number one co-host of all time. This is not the music I was wanting to play, but okay, there it is.
Hey, my mic is off.
Oh yeah, let me turn that on for you there, buddy. Dax DeLorean.
Yeah, that's me.
What's up, buddy?
How's it going?
It's going good, man.
Nice.
Let's do it right this time.
Yeah,
For the fifth time trying to record this podcast. We are so rusty.
we've been working on it. I've asked him how he's going.
Jesus Christ, we're so rusty. We're so out of it.
Sorry for the whole 2-month thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so not only are we out of the process and procedures of how to run the podcast, is like, how do I plug this in? What do I plug this into?
Yeah, it took us like an hour to get set up.
Yeah, so for the last 2 months, we've not been doing anything, and
We've not been doing
any
nothing.
podcasting. We're not been doing any podcasting because the not just because, but the little studio space got kind of ripped up and taken over and then moved around, and all my pieces got spread around the room, and I had to rebuild everything, put it back together. And then it's just been one thing after another, man. I didn't intend to take the 2 months off, but
It happened.
it's what happened.
It
And
happens.
it's like every time I was going to try to get things back together, something else would come up. And I was like, okay, shit, I guess I'll wait till next week. Because, I want to start on a Monday and have it flow like it's supposed to.
Have the schedule keep going.
Yeah, and not start like on a Wednesday afternoon or something. So anyway, things have been quite...
Sporadic.
Yeah. I was gonna say chaotic, but it's not really been chaotic around here. There's just been a lot going on. Busy, yeah, busy. And so that was our summer. Not our summer. I mean, we're in the middle of summer.
Summer's coming to a close.
No. We're in the middle of summer. We're in the middle of the summer season.
Technically.
Because it doesn't end till September 23rd.
So we are in the middle?
We're technically in the middle of the season, but when we talk about the summer, everybody normally talks about the school semester,
Summer vacation.
Yes.
For the children.
And that's how most people talk about the summer and refer to the summer.
They don't talk about it as like season-wise.
Right. Most people don't. So when the summer goes back to school goes back in session, people are like, well, summer's over. Even though the season isn't over. Nobody really talks about it that way. Because most people, look, let's face it, there's a lot of kids in the world.
Too many.
There's a
Let's have a plug.
lot of families with a lot of kids, and all these kids go to school somewhere. So a lot of people
Refer to
plan
summer.
their lives around the school season, semesters, right?
Yes.
So, having said that, summer's coming to a close for us here at the Tamale Mafia podcast, and we're back in gear for our school semester. My schedule at work is now into the school schedule.
Okay.
My summer schedule is now given way to the school schedule, even though I still get to wear summer uniform. Yeah.
Woo.
And then you're going to
7th grade. 4 days.
7th grade.
And this is posted 3 days.
Yep. 7th grade. Well, how do you feel about that?
2 schools are merging together. My school and another school. So
Really?
yeah. Because I think it's because the elementary or the intermediate and the other intermediate are so close together that they don't want to build 2 middle schools and 2 high schools. So they just put it together.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they're like 5 minutes apart.
Like the school you went to last year's moving?
No, totally different school.
Oh, Okay. I'm confused.
That's okay.
Oh. Okay.
There you go.
I remember now.
It
Yeah.
ticked.
Yeah. Different school. Gotcha.
Be
Okay.
different school.
Okay. So, why don't you give us a little shotgun shell version of what your summer was like?
I vacationed.
Ooh.
I fished.
Oh.
Fished some more.
Mm-hmm.
Fished again. Went saltwater fishing for the first time.
Oh wow.
I was trying to figure out what that noise was. So, what did I do after that? I babysit. I made some money.
Yeah. Got a job, right?
Got a job.
Babysitting.
Yeah. Inspirational music.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause anything is inspirational behind inspirational music.
Well, this song was called Adventure.
By Ben Sound.
So I thought when you were talking about your summer, the adventure music behind it would be kind of epic. But this
It
music
just sounds
isn't
motivational.
very adventurous.
No.
But we'll go with it.
Yeah. I mean, I gave you a shotgun version. Vacationed, fished. Vacation, fished some more. Went school shopping, fished some more. What's another big thing that I did this summer?
You grew a whole bunch.
Yeah. Last time we did a podcast, I think my voice was higher.
It's possible.
It's possible.
I don't remember.
Yeah, because it's been pretty smooth. Because I'm over here all the time, right?
Dude, hang on. I know what we should do.
What's up?
I got it. Watch this. We're going to go back and listen to...
Oh. So I can say a phrase.
I think this is... Hang on. Let's see if this is it. Oh, what's going on?
Yep.
What?
Don't make me laugh.
I'm sorry.
All right, let's try this again. Oh, what's going on? Welcome to the Tamale Mafia podcast. This is episode 2. That's the music break.
How long is the music break?
We don't know. Oh. That's before we had our own music.
That's pretty epic.
Wow.
Wow. That's all. That's the only word I have for it, man.
That was 2 years ago, right?
Do the most recent episode that I was in.
That was...
What was it? The Just Breathe Kid quiz.
This was not 2 years ago.
That was 1 year
I
ago.
released my first episode on
Whoa.
Monday, and I was like, it was a year and a half ago. With
Dude, we should do one in a
one
year.
listener, maybe 2, and I got a couple. All right, so woo. Hang on, we There's hear a your couple voice listeners,
uh,
more. Which is really cool because now I not only we do I still get have a couple listeners. I got I got this podcast on iTunes now, and I think there's a subscriber. So one
subscriber.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited.
We
about
have
like
that.
4 reviews on
I'm
iTunes.
also
Excited because I have a co-host today. Say what's up.
What's up?
All right, can we hear that? Let's try that again. Say what's up.
What's up?
All right, come around this way. I only had one microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Rearrange here.
Scooch over.
All right.
Good spotlight if I'm going to be a co-host.
Scooch in here. Make sure we get it. You're very sharp back then. All right. So
What do you mean?
Joining us. I mean, you sound like a little kid, but you weren't that little. Is a very
were
10? Special 11. Guest.
11.
He recently turned 11.
Mm-hmm.
And he's my boy Dax Ethan.
Hey.
Yeah, he's real excited, as you can tell.
I don't know. I've never done this before. I'm sorry.
I still have my lisp.
Well, I haven't really either. I mean, I've done this once, so one more time than you have.
but you're confident.
It's a fake confidence.
It's a false confidence.
False
sometimes,
confidence, man.
You gotta just fake it. Yeah. So, I thought today we could talk a little bit about this past week. What's so funny?
Beep.
Oh yeah.
Beep. Oh my God.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Dude.
That was pretty funny. Don't mess with.
All right. Wow.
Wow, that was.
only a year and a half ago? Dude, you sound like a little bitty kid.
Now do the one from when was it? Like May, April?
It was way down here.
Okay, while we're looking for it. Oh, nope, it's been found.
I don't know if this is it or not. Is this it?
I think it is.
I can tell by the music.
I can tell by the length. We talked for like a really long time. I was like, really? That sounded like 30 minutes. I mean, that felt like 30 minutes. I said, yeah, well, that felt like 2 hours. You speed it up, right?
I just like listening to the music. So good. So good. What's going on? What's going on? It's the Tamale Mafia podcast, the place where everything and nothing collide. And today is Friday in the Tamale Mafia universe. I'm your host, Double Aaron, Aaron,
I'm your
Aaron,
co-host,
Aaron DeLorean.
Aaron DeLorean's son.
Yeah, and with us today at Dax DeLorean on Instagram. That's not a joke. It really is at Dax DeLorean.
My fourth grade teacher used to call me Dax DeLorean. I would get so pissed.
No, I don't think it did. I don't think my
He
voice
knew I hated it
changed.
too because he did not like me.
Yeah, it may be a little lower, but
Not noticeable.
not that much. Not like the first one.
Man, that really just. That's crazy, man.
It sounds there's like it was years ago. Like I'm picturing you, like
And like in that picture where I was like,
yes, exactly what I was
That's-
thinking of. Yeah, you were like
6, 5.
5, maybe between 4 and 6, somewhere in there. So yeah, that's how I picture you in my head when I hear the other one.
And I was small too. I was a little guy, right?
Yeah, dude.
I was like,
You've grown like a foot, at least.
I was 4'6", 4'7", around there. Now I'm 5'5.5", 5'6", somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's really weird. Anyway, how did we get on that? Oh, we talked about the summer. What all happened during the summer?
Wow, I
Like
was
you,
wondering.
You grew.
I grew.
Uh-huh.
Last time I measured was in school. I was 5'2.5".
What'd you measure? I mean, no. Don't answer that. All right. So here at the Tamale Mafia podcast,
In headquarters.
we like to maintain a rapport with our listeners. This is not just a one-way conversation kind
We
of
want
place.
to know how you're doing.
We also want to know how you're doing. Yes, this is a two-way conversation. So I want to know, how was your summer? And just let it out. Just whatever
I want to
happened
hear what you have to say.
over the past 6 or 8 or 10 or 12 weeks. Just
let your
take
emotions
this moment,
spill out.
especially if you're in your car right now, you're listening to this. Just take this moment and just let it out.
You can actually do this. We're not doing it for the joke. Do this.
Just say, this is what my summer was like. You want to know what my summer was like? You really want to know what my summer was like? And just let it out, okay? Here we go. This is your chance. This is your time, and we're here. We're listening. We're fielding it. We want to know.
We want to absorb your
We're
emotion.
absorbing it, okay? Here we go. Let us know, how was your summer?
And then what happened?
Well, thank you for telling me that. I really appreciated that conversation. I may have cut you off, but I don't care. I
Okay.
could honestly care less.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
We don't.
Rita, stop crying. Stop crying.
Come on, Jonathan. Go to your day job.
Get it together, man. Get it together. You got to get back out there. You got to get up off this toilet. You got to get back out there and lead those people to victory. You hear me? Only you can do it, man. They're looking to you. They
Only
need
you.
you. They need you, man.
You're the Superman.
You are. You're their everything. You're their leader. Don't forget to wash your hands on your way out.
Yeah. It's kind of nasty if you don't. We don't want to be your friends.
You can keep listening to us, just don't ever touch us. Listen, man. You stand up.
You go out there,
You
make a difference.
go out there. You put your chin high. You put your shoulders back. Put your hands on your hips. Look slightly up and to the left. And you say, God damn it.
I'm butt-ass naked on the Rosa Parks statue.
What? No, man, listen.
Okay, yeah, for real.
You got this. You got this. This day is your day.
Every day is your day.
You may have had a shitty summer. You may have gone through some of the worst stuff that you've ever experienced, and you were just like, why did that have to happen to me this summer? Why didn't I get to go to the lake? Why didn't I get to go to the mountains? How come nobody took me to the beach?
Because nobody cares.
Listen, that's true. Nobody cares
For one,
about your little why me, okay?
make a difference.
You punch yourself in the chest and you say, today is the day. You take it by the balls and you make it yours.
Get a grip on it.
A real strong grip,
Both of them.
a gorilla grip.
Gorilla.
And you get out there and you make a difference.
Maybe even put a little bit of super glue on your hands.
You go talk to that girl. That one that you've been scared to talk to all summer. You go talk to her.
Come on, Reginald. You got it.
You get out there. You march into your boss's office and you say, listen, I'm worth more than this. I quit. And you go start your own business. You go get a better job.
And when it fails,
You go back to your boss and you say, I'm sorry. I fucked up. Please give me my job back.
my wife is going to divorce me. I'm going to lose the kids.
Listen, man. Whatever
Or
it is.
woman.
Whatever it is, today's the day. You know what? You strap on your little tight spandex shorts
Shorts.
with the padded crotch.
Oh, wait, no. Listen, this is a real bold move, and I know that I'm interrupting you, but it's very important. You take those jean leggings, jeggings, but made of real denim, and you wear them with a crop top.
Okay. Yeah.
Do that.
Do that. Be bold. Listen, you take those little spandex shorts and you stretch them on.
Yeah.
And you make sure the pad is in the crotch, because when you ride a bicycle without the padded crotch shorts, it's murder on your taint. Okay? Just saying. Especially if you're a fat guy. It's like all the weight in the world just focuses on that one little point right there at your taint. And it's just like the metal of the seat and the bone of your pelvis peaches the fat.
It's just the perfect storm.
It's brutal, okay? So you double pad your crotch.
With what?
Padded crotch shorts. They make them for bicycles.
For bicycles.
Bicycle riders.
Bicycle riders only.
Put your bike shorts on, double pad the crotch, okay? Put your little shirt on, your reflective shirt. Put on your little there's no politically correct thing I can say. I'm just going to say put on your little helmet and you ride. You ride like the wind. You pump those legs and you just ride and you find the nearest hill and you go down it so that you can take a break. And then you just ride. And if you got to go back uphill, you get off your bike and you walk it up because riding is too hard. And then you just ride. And you ride as far as your little fat legs can take you because today is your fucking day to get your health back in order. And by Christmas time, you'll be wearing a slightly smaller shirt and the buttons will be screaming a little bit. But it's okay because it's one size smaller and you're going to feel fucking good about yourself because you did it. You would never feel that way if you don't get your double padded shorts on and get on that bike and ride today. While you're listening to this, get out there and do it.
I don't care if you don't have any underwear or pants on. All you need is a double padded. Walk into Target, let it fly.
Double padded shorts.
Let it hang loose and go get your double padded shorts.
You might have to order them from Amazon or some specialty bike store. I don't know if they carry double padded. But still, you go out there and you get them. And you get you. You know what? You get you. You get you back. Okay? Okay, lady who broke up with her boyfriend over the summer. He was a piece of shit anyway. All right?
He cheated on you twice already? I'm good.
You've known him since June? Come on.
Come on.
Come on, lady.
He's using you to buy weed.
Yeah. You're just sitting on the couch, just spooning shovelfuls of ice cream into your big fat mouth.
Well, no,
because you're crying because nobody loves you. Well, guess what?
You are completely right.
Mostly nobody loves you, but the Tamale Mafia podcast loves you, and we want the best for you. So you put down that shovel. Just put it down. Okay?
Spoon shovel.
Don't put the ice cream back in the freezer. Just put it down wherever you're at and let it rot. And let it be a sign. Every time you walk past it, that rotting, stinking, melted ice cream is a picture of you and where you've let yourself get to. And you just walk past and you go, not today, bitch. You just point at it.
If your newborn can't sleep because of the horrible stench, fuck that baby.
Huh? Wait a minute. Why would she have a newborn?
Because her weed boyfriend...
She only met him in June.
It's his... It's his.
He left you.
He left
the newborn crack baby that he left you with. Okay, moving ahead. You're not supposed to cuss on this podcast because you're a child.
I'm a 7th grader.
You're 12. Okay.
Sorry, Karen.
Karen. Listen, Karen.
Sorry, Linda, Amy.
You get yourself up. Hang on, I like this. I like where we're going here. We're going to do this some more.
Oh, my God.
Listen, young person.
All scenarios ever.
Young person whose parents divorced. Good. They needed to. They hated each other. It's not your fault.
Actually, it is.
They were wrong from the beginning. You just complicated matters. Look at the bright side, young person. 2 Christmases.
One of them sucks, but it's okay.
Hey, look. And if they remarry, 2 Mother's Days, 2 Father's Days.
Extra presents.
That's like 4 birthdays for you.
Yeah.
And if they get divorced again and remarried again,
You know what that means?
you'll have an infinite amount of people to go to and ask to borrow money from when you're a slightly older. Listen, young person, stop feeling bad for yourself and the situation that your parents got you in. You just pick yourself up, go out there and get a job, file for emancipation, and you do this shit on your own. Nobody's going to do it for you anyway. You got this. You take this day. Today is your day. File those emancipation papers.
File them right now. Get up. I know you're in a wheelchair. Get up.
Oh, wow. That's
Oh, man.
Dax DeLorean. At Dax DeLorean on Instagram. You can write him there.
Feel free.
Jesus, this guy. All right. I want to go back to the fat girl. Listen, fat girl.
Yeah.
Forget what he said about the baby and stuff. Let's just pretend you don't have a baby.
I know it's crying in the background.
Let's just pretend.
Hasn't eaten in like 10 hours.
Let's do what your mom did and pretend she didn't have a baby.
Go marry a hot European.
All right. This has gone too far. This has gone too far. But the music is great.
Yeah.
That's some good inspirational music right there. Anyway,
Anyways,
we went to some dark places. Sorry, folks.
again, this has all happened to us at one point in our
I
lives.
hope you're still listening. I hope you're still listening.
How was your summer?
We already did that. We already asked them.
No, you asked me, but I didn't ask you.
Oh, me. I thought you were asking them. Me. My summer was fine. My summer was good. It was a little busy. Work was interesting. I think the summer really brings the... it brings a different nature out of people. So...
Vacation is a state of mind.
Okay.
That's the different nature.
They're more free to act.
Yep.
I think they're also more frustrated because of the heat.
Yeah, that's been a big problem.
Anyway, it was an interesting summer, work-wise. What else happened? What is this song? I'll go with this.
What are we going to do now?
I met an alien this summer. I'm gonna save that for its own full episode
Yeah.
because there's so much that happened in that. But yeah, I met an alien from another planet.
From another planet that was dropped here.
Yes, sent here.
Sent here.
Yeah, not an illegal immigrant alien.
No. She's
mean,
on a missionary.
An actual interplanetary, intergalactic being.
She's on a missionary from Mars.
Not Mars, but she told me the name of the planet, but I don't remember it. Anyway, we're getting too far into it. I want to save it. Yeah, and then fishing wise, I caught my personal best bass this summer.
Me too.
I caught my personal best catfish this summer.
Me too. No, you didn't catch your personal best bass.
Yes, I did.
That was during the school year, no? I caught mine.
I don't know. I don't think it was during the school year. Was it? Maybe.
I don't care enough to.
It was in recent months. I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, dude, I think I want some more noodles.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Oh god, they sound good right now, dude.
Go get one of those packages because I'm gonna boost them up here on this podcast. Go grab one real quick.
But
I want to promo them.
I want to eat one.
We will eat one later.
Okay.
I want to tell these people about these noodles. These noodles, oh my lord.
They're cheap.
They're cheap noodles. Oh my god, were they good. If you're into noodles, these are like Odon noodles or something like that. This was it's kind of like a really fancy ramen, I guess. But I don't want to say that because it's in a whole other class. I mean, this is not like ramen class. It's in a whole different class. So when he gets it up here, I'm going to read this package to you. These were at the grocery store, and they were super cheap. 89 cents a package. All right. 89 cents a package. Chow mein noodles. Nissin? Nissin?
Let me see.
Nissin?
Nissan,
Nissin chow mein. Oh my god.
mother of all noodles.
So good. Look at that. They're dry noodles, right? You just peel half of the package back, add some water, throw it in the microwave for 5 minutes, let it sit for a minute, squeeze the little
The pack of flavor.
yeah, which I'm sure is chock full of all the stuff you can't have, but no, I'm reading the ingredients and most of it is like
Let me read it out loud.
okay.
All right. Wow. I'm not going to read all of them, but let me find the biggest word that I can find. Just play some music.
Noodle. Do I have any noodle music?
There's a place.
No. That's French.
No, yeah, I know.
I don't have any noodle music. Maybe this.
Tripolyphosphate.
No.
I've
This song is
heard-
called Summer.
I've heard from various resources that if there's a word that you can't pronounce in some of your food, sorry dyslexics, but if there's a word that you can't pronounce in your food, then you probably shouldn't eat it. I was able to pronounce every word. And the biggest word I could find, I've already forgot it, but I could pronounce it perfectly as I read it the first time. These noodles cannot be bad for you.
I don't know if they're bad for you or not. I mean, they got like a lot of sodium.
That's expected.
They're noodles.
Yeah.
But anyway, I gotta tell you, man, you gotta check out these noodles. Nissin chow mein. This episode brought to you by Nissin chow mein.
And Bill Gates sponsored us. Bill Gates, thank you for the sponsor.
Huh?
Huh?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. It was a joke, no?
Hilarious.
Thank
you got me.
Yeah.
No artificial flavors. No added MSG.
What's MSG?
Monosodium glucosamine.
That's it?
Glutamate. Monosodium glutamate or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Glutamate.
Glutamate. Nissin Food USA is the first national instant noodle U.S. manufacturer to support sustainable palm oil for its products. Oh, that's why it's so good. It's got palm oil in it. Anyway, dude, these noodles are so good. 89
gotta try
cents
'em.
a freaking package. And this isn't a little package either. This is like a bowl.
Like, it took me a good 20 minutes to eat the whole thing.
It took me like 4 seconds, but still, It's a lot.
It's a lot of food.
It's a good amount of food. It's perfect.
It's a meal with a side.
It's like a perfect in between meal snack.
I just said it was a meal if it had a side. You know? It has potential to be a meal.
Yeah. It's not quite substantial enough to be a full meal by itself because it doesn't have any meat or anything in it. It's just noodles.
Yeah.
But yeah, you put some chicken on a stick or something next to it, boom.
You got a meal.
You got a full-blown meal.
That could be lunch.
But by itself, it's a good hearty snack.
Yeah. It'll hold you.
And they had different flavors too. Chicken, teriyaki beef, spicy beef, shrimp,
Wow.
some other stuff. I don't know. Anyway. Nissan chow mein. There you go, folks. This episode brought to you by Nissan chow mein and apparently Bill Gates. Whatever. All right, dude. We are coming back from this break in the middle of a shitstorm. So I'm going to switch gears a little bit here. We're going to play some music, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to have a little bit of a more serious conversation.
Okay.
And then we're going to be done. We're going to go eat some noodles.
Yep.
All right, so let's play some tunes here. I don't know.
Just a good old...
Let's some Earth. Let's play some Earth.
Turn that up and turn the mics down.
All right. Okay, here's the thing. There's so much going on in the world right now with politics. Now, I'm not. This is not normally a political show. Like, we don't really talk about politics much, but I've been so fascinated by this dude, Joe Biden, the former VP.
Joe Biden.
Yeah, he was the vice president when...
Joe Biden, God, he's a interesting character.
He is. And I've been, like... I don't want to... I'm not going to say, yay or nay or whatever, but I've been following this guy, and I made some memes on some of his quotes. This guy says the dumbest stuff.
He took a baby's pacifier and put it in his own mouth.
Did he really?
He did do that.
I didn't see that. I just was reading some of his quotes, and this dude says some of the dumbest stuff, and I'm like, I hope he stays in this political race till the end, because I hope I would love to have. He has come up with like, I think, 13 or 14 dumb things that he has said in the past week.
Shoot me with one.
All right, here's one. We can't handle another 8 years of Trump. If Trump wins, he's maxed out at 4 more years.
And when was this said?
Last week.
Yikes.
We can't handle another 8 years of Trump. This guy wants to be the president. He doesn't know how long a guy can be president.
Isn't that one of the basics? No?
Poor kids are just as good as white kids.
What are you saying, Joe? What are non-white kids?
He said, I put poor kids are just as, because I kind of shortened it, but the actual quote was, poor kids are just as talented.
Oh, no.
Something else, some other word. Poor kids are just as talented and something as white kids.
This is why people idolize white people, man. People like Mr. Joe Biden.
I mean, and this kind of like goes into like, apparently there's all this stuff that people are saying now about he's got this long history of racist behavior.
Yeah.
And like associating himself with racism. And he's like, I'm not a racist. And then he says something like this, like poor kids are just as good as white kids.
What is a poor kid? A brown person?
Apparently, if you're Joe Biden.
Well, Joe Biden sounds like he has superior opinions.
Look, he said this, we choose truth over facts.
Oh, no. He actually said that?
He actually said that.
No alteration.
No alteration. We choose truth over facts. Oh,
That's just embarrassing, man.
He doesn't apparently understand how technology works.
Okay.
Okay. Now, he should have said text Joe to 30330.
Yeah.
He just said, go to Joe 30330. Thank you. And he walked away. That was the end of his speech. Go to Joe 30330.
Joe.
Yeah, it's not a website. He should have said text Joe to 30330.
That's not that bad. It's not as
It's
harsh.
goofy.
It's just somewhat. Yeah, it is goofy.
Here he was talking about British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, who has not been Prime Minister since 1993.
The good old days. Joe's just living in the good old days.
And he said, somebody asked him, how many genders are there? He said, there are at least 3. And then they said, can you name them? And he said, don't play games with me, kid. And then grabbed her by the arm and like pulled her to his face and said, I was one of the first ones for gay marriage or something like that.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
He's representing gay marriage.
Yeah. And then the other night he said that he was upset about the tragic events in Houston. It was El Paso.
Yeah.
And Michigan. It was Ohio.
The day before.
The day before. And Ohio happened after Houston. Or El Paso.
Yeah.
So he was wrong 3 times in one short sentence.
It's hard to do that. I'd have to work my brain for a long time to do that. Mess up 3 times in one terrible sentence.
Yeah. He was upset about the tragic events in Houston and Michigan the day before.
Was he upset the day before they happened? That could be it.
Dude, speaking of before it happened, check this one out. The Parkland kids came to see me while I was VP.
Who's the Parkland kids?
The kids from the Parkland school shooting.
Okay.
Okay, the Parkland school shooting happened while Trump was in office last year. Biden says the kids from the shooting came to see him at the White House while he was the VP.
Maybe he's just super smart and we can't tell. I'm trying to show him mercy, man.
Dude.
But there's no way. Is this real?
There's real news stories, real quotes from real stuff that he has really said.
I don't like that. Come on, Joe. We don't want to vote for you now.
I hope he stays in the race for a really long time. He's the front runner. He's the number one guy that people are picking to run against Trump.
So he's like, okay, I can't find the word, but that's okay.
He's got a lot of support.
He is well enforced. Yes,
For now,
for now.
there's still a whole year before they really, before it really matters. But, I mean, dude, this is some wild stuff to say.
It sounds like he said it with much confidence.
Especially the poor kids are just as good as white kids thing.
God.
Let me look up the actual quote because it's in here somewhere. Let's see here. Do 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 do. Where is he? Here he is. No, that's when he said he was Parkland kids. He said all guns should lock and unlock like smartphones. Wow. I don't know how he's going to work that one out. He's going to put screens on them.
Let's hope, Jeez. That is crazy.
He's an interesting dude. And this guy was actually vice president of the United States. Like,
Obama's a sensible guy. How did this man
well,
become VP?
it's like the Dave Chappelle,
I don't know who Dave Chappelle is.
oh my God. Okay, you're going to school tonight.
What?
Dave Chappelle is like the probably the biggest comedian alive right now. The guy is a master. Unbelievable comedy. But
What does he look like?
he's a black dude.
Black dude. There are a lot of black dudes, not gonna lie.
Google.
Man, we are climbing down the rabbit hole, huh?
Well, apparently I failed you as a father because you don't know who Dave Chappelle is.
I don't think I've cared.
This guy.
Yeah, I've never seen him.
Oh my God. Okay. I got to teach you some stuff about Dave Chappelle later.
Okay.
But Dave Chappelle's vice president theory is that you get somebody way worse than you to be the vice president. Because then that's like your insurance. So if they knock you off, then they got to deal with that guy. So Dave Chappelle's like, if I was the first black president, my vice president would be a Mexican. He's like, you don't want to deal with me? Just wait till Julio's in charge. So here's what Biden said. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. And then he quickly added wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids. Like, that makes it better. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids, wealthy kids, black kids, and Asian kids.
God. I mean,
that pretty much means that all the poor people are Mexicans.
yeah, that's the only
The
group
only
he
ones
excluded.
left.
Oh, God, Joe. There's no way out of this one.
Oh, is this audio of it?
And the other thing we should do is we should challenge these students. We should challenge students in these schools to have advanced placement programs in these schools. We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids, black kids,
God.
Asian kids. No, I really mean it, but think how we think about it.
Can I hear it one more time?
God, dude.
Just one more time.
Yeah.
And the other thing we should do is we should challenge these students. We should challenge students in these schools to have advanced placement programs in these schools. We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids. No, I really mean it, but think how we think about it.
Oh, God.
Dude, that's the first time I've heard it. I read the transcript or whatever, the report, but wow.
That is wild.
Is this where he says we choose truth over facts?
We choose unity over division. We choose science over fiction. We choose truth over facts. And so, folks, if you're interested, join me. I could use the help because
hear me out.
must defeat this president to change the trajectory of this country.
Okay, I was trying to make sense of it, thinking, we want to avoid the facts and think things, but he said the truth. So there's no way that it can just cancel out each other, man.
Yeah, unless you get into that conversation about personal truth, like what is your truth? What's true to you? And is there absolute truth? Because if there's no absolute truth, then you can choose truth over facts. Because facts don't always support the truth.
That's right.
If there's no absolute truth.
If the truth is anything you want it to be.
Pretty much.
Okay.
But if there is absolute truth, then yeah, they cancel each other out. Their truth and facts would be the same. Here's where he grabs that girl.
Good job. Thank you, man. Good to talk. By the way, first one came out to marry.
My name is Katie.
Oh, good Lord. Anyway.
That was interesting.
Let's just one more time for good measure.
Just for good measure.
And the other thing we should do is we should challenge these students. We should challenge students in these schools to have advanced placement programs in these schools. We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids. No, I really mean it, but think how we think about it.
Oh, God.
The pause at the end.
It was building suspense.
Wealthy kids. White just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids, black kids. Wealthy kids. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
He put his whole heart into that. He believed it.
Yeah. Hang on a sec.
Wow. Poor kids are just as good as white kids, wealthy kids, black kids, and Asian kids.
Kids are just as bright and just as you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Yeehaw.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Why not do it? Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
White children are the superior. I cannot lie.
Cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
God. That's embarrassing, Joe.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Ah, man, there's no way getting over that.
Yeah, but then he goes,
Wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids.
wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids. Damn it, the Mexicans. Oh, the Mexicans are the poor kids. Shit. Boom, boom. Well, I think we've said it all.
I think we've said enough.
We're gonna have us a little school session on Dave Chappelle here
All right.
over some noodles.
Over some noodles. Over some good old noodles. You know what?
Good Lord, joking.
I'm getting a little tired, man. I think it's a good time to close anyways, because not be able to put out that great content like I usually do.
The sharp content.
Yep.
All right, well, welcome back to the Tamale Mafia podcast.
See you another day.
Another $1. I don't know what that was.
Oh, God. Mr. Lim, Limn, on SoundCloud.
Yep.
What is this thing that you say? Do you have it pre-recorded for more?
No, I don't have it pre-recorded. I have it written down somewhere.
Oh.
Sometimes I just say it off the top of my head. I don't know if I can do it since I haven't done it in a couple months. Oh, right here. The Tamale Mafia podcast is brought to you by me. The Tamale Mafia podcast is on Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, Podcast Addict, Overcast, and just about anywhere else. For more information about the Tamale Mafia podcast, go to www.tamalemafia.com. Our intro music is brought to you by me. Transition music is brought to you by bensound.com. For more royalty-free music, check out bensound.com. Our outro music is brought to you by Lim. For more mind-blowing intellectual electronic tracks, go to soundcloud.com/getlim. That's LIMN. And as always, thanks for listening.